Okay, City Skylines, new map, and we may put all the cheats on and start a new game. So Eden Valley is my favourite. Yeah, Rock Valley will do. Left-hand traffic. We'll put all the cheats on so we can build what we want. When we get an idea of what we're doing, we can go back in and get the $70,000 and start a city from scratch. So for now, let's do it easy. Easy peasy. So we'll buy up all the land first with our squares. I'll just pause that. So this is where we're starting. Normally I would go that way with the highway. Follow the river down. I think you can get to the ocean that way. But it's quicker to go this way. So let's grab a couple of blocks up here. Yeah, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. Alright, there we go. So this is our city limits. Gives us plenty to do. So, rather than start over here, I'm going to start here. And the first thing I'm going to do is put in a dock. We'll start our city from here. We've got an outside rail link here going right through, so that's going to be handy for us. The other side of the river over here, we've got some nice farmland and a nice area up along the side of the river here to put a small town, a few dirt roads and that'll be cool. We've got some hilly country here, that'll be awesome to make some nice terraces and stuff. So let's get started. So we've got a natural inlet here, so we may use this as our base. Let's have a look, see, yes. So I'm going to go to dirt roads and shape the size of our bay. I don't think too big. Because we've got unlimited money, we can do whatever we want, so you know, we can always take it out, I suppose, if we want to. Am I being a little bit ambitious here? Let's see, 91 degrees. Oh, come on. 90 degrees. Yeah, let's just do it there. That gives us plenty of room to put industry and rail hubs and everything else in this area here. So, how much of this do we want to be water? Let's draw an inside area for a different level. Let's go from here and give ourselves a bit of room. Let's go $800. Go 90 degrees. Yeah. So we'll make that water. We'll make this a bit of land protruding. Make this. You get the idea. Alright. Yeah, I think that'll do it. We've still got plenty of room over here. Got a nice secluded beach here. So we'll put some hills up around here with a little road coming in, flatten the tops of it to put some either leisure or tourism on it. Make this into a nightclub area with the beach and stuff and all the lights. That should look cool. This will be industry, and maybe part of our town will be here. Probably get our boats to come in here. This may be a little bit too ambitious, but we'll see how we go. Alright, now we need the leveling tool. So, oh, it looks a bit shallow. Let's find a spot. We want to make our tool a bit larger than that. We want to make it a bit stronger. We don't want to muck around. This isn't costing us anything, so let's just plough straight in. So you notice how it doesn't go too much further than the road. This is just to get our water base. Then we'll do another level the other side of the road, which will give us our land level. So this is our water level. Don't have to be too worried about this, because this is only the beginning part of it. We can, if we were using our own money, oh, that'd be a different story. We'd be very cautious about how we do this and take our time. I'm just going to try and get an idea of what we can do without using, like I said, our own money. So let's find out what can be achieved. Then we can start working towards that later on. Alright, now, I'm liking this so far. So this is all water level. Once we release the button to let the game play out, that'll fill up with water, I presume. Look at that. I didn't know that. These little bridges going across water when you have the dirt road. That's awesome. Oh man, I'm going to be using that. Alright, now we need to get a level for our docks. So I'm going to make this a little bit smaller so I can... about there. How does that look? Yeah, that looks awesome. About the right height, yeah. So this is the height we're going to have inside here. So I don't know if this bridge is going to work for us. Let's have a look, see. If not, we can always come back and... yeah, you know what, it's not doing a bad job. Keep it, give me a mark to follow. Get all that nice and level. We're going to have to leave that for a bit where the sand is, otherwise we won't be able to put up our keys. So this is where our city is going to go. So we can make this multi-leveled. It'd be awesome, and then just smooth off the edges, so that when we look from the water, our city, like most cities, will start from sea level and work their way up the hills and make it look as natural as possible. We're about to cut roads in and railways to terraform the whole thing. I don't like the sound of my own voice, so when I play this back, I'm probably going to vomit. But I think that's the same with everybody who hates their own voice. So, we'll see. If anyone has the need to vomit, do it now. Okay, now. Yes. Oh, can you imagine how much this would cost if you had to pay for it? Well, actually, I do have a city with about 130,000 people in it, and I think a bit more than about $10 million, which would probably be enough. So I could actually scrap that city, use the money, and then rebuild this without the cheats on. That would be cool. So let's just finish this off. We need a bigger size, make this go a little bit quicker. You don't want to bore everyone, especially now that we've made them sick. Yep. Alright, so I watched a few of these videos where guys are playing this game, and I must say I find it very interesting. some of them are what I would call OCD. They just like, everything's got to be perfect. When I go and put my water pipes in, I just cover the area. I really don't care. I mean, they're quite cheap, and yeah, time is precious. So I like to get what I got to get done, get out. All right, so that's the level we're doing here. Yep. Then when we've done this, I think what we should do is get rid of the roads. I'm glad they worked out the way we wanted, where they give us a line to work up to, and even if we go over that line, it's not too much. I'm thinking that once we get rid of these roads, oh, it must be saving. Yep, there we go. I always thought that I'm on a PS4 Pro. I always thought that yeah, that's our water level. That's that. Right, now let's take these roads out and see what happens. Just as I thought. We'll take the dirt away and we'll be able to run the game and let the water flood in and see what's going on, and then we'll be able to put our keyways on. Actually, I might start it now, get the process working. We're not going to be able to do much with this part where the sand is, because I don't think the keys will take here. But we'll certainly get a good idea about what's going on. Might have to speed this up a little bit, make it a little bit quicker. Oh, you know what? I should have taken those shrubs out. They're going to all be underwater now. The ones that are in the underwater area a bit. So that looks like it's going to be our water part. We're going to get a bit of flooding. Oh, see if I get these trees out before too much more water gets in there. We'll be able to use them later. So let's not forget that this is just a sample of what we want to achieve, and then we go back to the game without the cheats and try and get as close as possible to making our dreams come true. Alright, so here we go. And there's a difference in the height there of the water. Is that going to be a problem? It might not look too good, so let's put our mark there and then try and level that out. Oh, it's not working. What is going on? Alright, maybe I just gotta wait for the water to settle down and should be right. Now I need to put yeah, let's get rid of this road. Yeah, we're probably not even going to get... We're going to make these videos about half an hour. We're probably not even going to get too much of any building done. But we will get the landscape the way we want it. We're off to a good start. Having an endless amount of soil and money and resources is quite good. I have with the other sea I built, one with the 130 and the 10 million plus. I unlocked some of the good stuff, so this, we might leave this as a natural coast, or we might clean that up a little bit. But yeah, you know what, if our keys come up around there, we just give that a little bit of a going over. So let's get our leveling kit and let's level that out a bit. Let's make this just a little bit smaller so we got control. Let's just push this out and get that nice, and just so we put the keys in, we've got a fairly straight, you know, make it look like it's man-made and not. not Lego. Yes, I don't know what it is about this game, but it's just, I think it lets your creativity do its thing, so that you can express yourself, do things, creatively. Alright, yeah, this is not looking too bad. Just straighten that up a little bit. The road thing did help. I probably should have slowed down a bit and probably done a better job of it, because I've got to pay for it now, but that's okay. The only time it was costing us is our time. Alright, just going to go back and have a look. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. We can smooth some of this down. We can cut some roads in here, cut some rail in. Yeah, man, this is going to be awesome. Look at some nice beaches over here. We might wall that up, but because we're going to need to put our industry somewhere. I was going to make this a private beach, so I keep that in mind. So I'll put a mountain range through here, and then leave a little gap, run the road through here like I said before. Yeah, that's going to be cool. I might put our boat, the cruisers, the cruise ships come in maybe over this point here, put a rail coming down, the underground, yeah, make that nice and steep so I can put bridges and stuff up and round and put things under and over, and yes, that's gonna give us a lot of creativity. So now we need to go to our wall or key, and let's see if we can get this to work the way we want. Yeah, it's a little bit sticky, if that's the word to use. Now I don't want this square. I'll square it off like that. I'll put the round one on. I'm thinking, look at that. Oh, I don't mind that. That's pretty even too. He hasn't dipped at all. So let's get that up around here as well. Let's go back and yeah. Yes. Up here. And add a bit. About there. Right, I didn't think this would take to the sand, but it has. So yeah, I like that. Oh, look at this! I can get right down here. This is going a lot better than I thought it was gonna. That's Australian for going to. For those of you who are not Australian, I need to come over this way a little bit more, don't I? Yeah. No, it doesn't want to. All right. Okay, I can get to there. Let's do that. Oh, look at that! I could do that. Oh no. No, that looked a little bit. Look a little bit sus, wouldn't it? How have we got so far? Yeah, what's the likelihood? Yeah, look, I like that. Looking good. This is a little bit lower by the look of it. I've got that little bit of a downward slope there. But, in real life that works. And all this stuff on the outside I can go back with the leveling tool, make it as small as possible and run up against the edge of that and fix that up so it looks, looks half decent. And that says shoreline required. So I'm thinking maybe we haven't let the water settle long enough for us to put the wall here. Here I was thinking I was going to have a problem on this side, but it's that side. So while we're waiting for that, let us go back to our leveling tool. Let's go and get ourselves a nice level. Look at that. Why is this border coloration like that? I just don't. That's as small as we can go and as strong as we can go. So, God, I say so a lot. And I can see we are making an impact on that. Make that nice and deep. I can't wait to start getting the shipping and that put in and see what it's going to look like. put the rail hubs in. Wish, because I'm on the PlayStation 4, I got the game on special. It's been out for a while. I'm probably a bit late to be running these videos, but there's a couple of guys out there that do some great videos. One guy I like a lot, he doesn't seem to get a lot of views, is Jim Bob Plays Games, an English fellow, and actually I should say an English chap. Got a great accent. Love listening to his voice in it. We don't quite talk like that, but I've been watching Idris Elba in a show, and the people around him and the way they talk, picking up the accent, which I do because I'm I'm a lot of things. Creativity is one of those things. Now, what do you think? Do we have to pull this? I think we've got a bit lower there. We may have to, let's try the wall again. One of the great things about, no, I think we're going to have to, no, wrong one. We're going to have to go back and let's get our level there. It's a little bit higher than we want. Let's try and push this out a bit and get ourselves a line through here, just so we can get our wall to stick. This is quite a big harbour, I think. When you buy 9 tiles, in the beginning you lose sight of the enormity of it all. Right. Yes, no, this is a big area. Okay, let's see if we can get this wall in. Alright, keys, and we got blue. We're doing a little bit of time. Ah! Maybe I should have kept on going. Oh, don't you hate that? Alright, we need more terraforming. Alright, R1 will take us back from that end to the other, sort of going hippity hop all the way through. Now, let's pull this back a bit. There's another guy that does them on these videos. But he does it on the computer, I think, called Sam Burr. Another guy I like is Insomniac. Now he's the one with a good accent too. He's got a great English accent. He's more in the classes, different class sense. He's more like in it, eh, mate? No, that's Australian. Let's not get ourselves confused here. Alright, we're going to make it. Yes, we are. Are we going to do this corner? Will we come out a bit more? No. Can we go this way? Can we put a little angle on it? Do we need to put a little angle on it? Look at that. That's saying we can go there. But it's making it hard for us to do that. That is... Oh. Yeah, now I know what the problem is here. We should have taken that further when we had the chance, I believe. Yeah, that is much better. And then let's try and, yeah, let's not muck around. Let's act professional. That's pretty much, yeah, I'm going to put my water pumps on here. So I'll get myself a nice little wall. I'll just leave that beach there like that, I think. Oh, that is bloody horrible. Now I've got to wait for the daylight to come. Alright, what are we going to do in between time? Well, I got this beach thing I was going to build here, so while we're waiting for the darkness to come, we can quite easily... we can quite easily terraform this area. So that's my beach. This is my docks. I want a nice big high area here for the city and that, so those skyscrapers really bump up and touch the sky. I want this beach part here, so let's make this a bit bigger. That's as big as we can go, and let's pull some stuff out of the ground here. I'm glad this is for free. I'd hate to be paying for this. Oh, I'm thinking this is gonna, when I finish this, if I can get done what I want in my mind, this is a few $1 million. Alright, so this is our beach. So that's just the start of our thing. So we need a little spot here, little gap between these two to put a road in, and that's quite good. So let's just put a little bit of road in. This dirt road will be fine. No, I won't take the chance. I'll put a bitumen road in, and I'm just gonna run that between the two, so that if I accidentally push too far on one side, I don't have to redo it all again. And I think actually, another word I hate actually, is people say that all the time. I listened to a guy once who said actually like 58 times in a speech once in 40 minutes. It was just horrible. It should be a word that should be banned from everyone's vocabulary. Although it probably is better than and and those kind of stall words that people use. Another one I hate is at the end of the day. Really? Yeah, at the end of the day. Oh, what if you got them all together? At the end of the day, and actually, and what are some of the others? We'll think of them as we go. You see, I'm losing my mind here. My creativity is taking over and my mind's just going, how big do we want these mountains? Yeah, look, we might bring these right around like that and make a nice little cove. I'll just draw it first. There. I'll stay there. Let's build that up a bit. Now if I went 3 times faster, this would go 3 times faster, yeah? I think so. Look at that. I live in an area of southeast Queensland, north of Brisbane, and we have an area called Glasshouse Mountains, which I think, from memory, from school, it's been a long time since I was at school, was named by Captain Cook because they look like big glass slags from back in the day in the 1700s. So he named them the Glasshouse Mountains, and they kind of look a bit like sticking out like that, big thing sticking up like that. You know what? Let's make the Glasshouse Mountains. Mount Tibragargan. These are all Australian Aboriginal words. But I can actually see them from my house, but they're a long way away in the distance. But they do stick up really high. You know what would be really good? If we flatten these off at the top, and then put some, I don't know, leisure or tourism at the top here with a cable car running up. Yes. Oh, what an excuse for a cable car. It's almost daylight now, so we'll be able to get back in. Yeah. Oh, look what we can do here. Look at this. I'm so glad I put that road in. Do you know what this means? This means we can, I'm not going to say actually, yeah, I am. We can actually put a bridge across these two that high with a road. You know, the other thing I was just thinking right then was, instead of having a road weaving backwards and forwards over these monstrous hills, look at that beautiful little cove. Oh man, they're going to party in here like there's no tomorrow. We'll be coming back here in a few more episodes and finding people drunk lying on the beach. Maybe. Yeah, sorry, I just getting carried away there. But, however, yeah, the bridge across there. But the idea I was going to have, let's get back to that, is when we bring our road in, rather than put a big wriggly worm road going up through these hills to get to the top, why not bring it in and tunnel it, and then run the tunnel round and round inside the hills till we get to the top, and then have a thing coming out, flatten the top of it, and put some tourism and a big hotel or something up there, and all that sort of stuff. So, alright, daylight's here now. Yeah, you know what, I don't mind that at all. I think we need a bit more height here. We need to make that a little bit, yeah,